few weeks ago, you mailed out a small postcard to constituents asking them for their input in the legislative process. What was the response?
The response was volumes. I was really amazed at a couple hundred back just in the first week or so. Everybody commented on taxes. The largest comment had to do with the gas tax proposed by the Democrats. 10 cents additional tax on each gallon of gas. People were just adamant. It was an almost visceral response saying no to this. It had affected them directly, personally. The people are on fixed incomes. It was really an issue for them. Other things that were spoken to were 1588, which had to do with Second Amendment protections being circumvented or bridged. There was a real pushback on that too, and I strongly support the Second Amendment. I'm really aware of their concerns and willing to champion their cause. Overall though, it was a real overarching concern with taxes in general. Had to do with the proposed tax increases across the board here and asking us to try and reduce government services to work within our budget as they have to work within their budget, and just asking us to try and do a good job, make good decisions for good reasons. There really was kind of a moral tone to it also.
Speaking of taxes, the Supreme Court last week just ruled that the 2/3 requirement for the legislature to raise taxes is unconstitutional. What do you think about this?
Well, I think that the Supreme Court is probably the final word on a series of about 5 different initiatives that have been passed over the last 15 or so years here, where the people have been increasingly clear and loud and very involved and adamant about the fact that they want 2/3 of the legislature to vote before the legislature can impose taxes. Now, this really gets to be an issue when the voice of the people is ignored and the legislature has repeatedly overcome or turned over or moved past or ignored the initiatives after fashion of time to the point we had to keep passing an initiative again. Now with the Supreme Court having taken that position, the step left to us is to follow the lead of the 13 other states that currently have a supermajority requirement and to pass a constitutional amendment. One of the issues in passing a constitutional amendment this time, in any time, but especially this time, is the fact that the Democrats really did not want this 2/3 majority, and they have a majority in the House. It was 64% of the people voted for the 2/3 requirement this time, and coincidentally enough, that's almost a 2/3 majority all by itself.
What's the best way for your constituents to speak out about this and other issues?
Or contact me directly and personally. Email is great, and if you write an email that's personal and use your own words and send me a message that really is your own thoughts, I'll respond to your emails in person because they actually get through to me. The gold standard is always, it has been and continues to be, a handwritten letter, stating your views, mailed in a traditional mail, and every one of those I will respond to. Of course, there's an 800 line you can call in for constituents. You just want to leave a brief note or a touch base with me. And you also have my personal phone number, 786-7962. Please contact me directly in my office. Thanks for joining me for my weekly update of the 2013 legislative session. Please contact my office with any questions or comments you have. It's an honor to serve as your state representative. I'm Jeff Holy, and I'll talk to you again soon.